I believe of the three teams remaining besides Duke, Auburn has the dudes 1 through 9 that maybe Florida doesn't have, that Houston doesn't have. Do you buy that, having seen them the last two games?
Yes, I do. But when you say dudes, maybe Houston doesn't have the dudes, but Houston has the men. They have grown men over there. They
Right.
have guys that were, and they were last in their Final Four appearance in 2021. They've got guys returning from that team. And how about a guy who won the national championship that year in LJ Cryer, who has
Right.
transferred since from Baylor over to being now the point guard over at Houston. And so, even from a coaching matchup, I mean, of all of these coaches, if there's one that I feel the most comfortable and confident about, and I know that none of those guys on the sidelines with the clipboards in hand are going to put the ball in the basket at any point next weekend in San Antonio. But if there's one guy I feel the most confident about and who has the experience and everything else to go along with it, and I know John Shire won a championship as a player, but that one is Kelvin Sampson. He's been knocking on this door quite a few times and hasn't been able to bust it down. This will be his opportunity, and he got the grown men to do it. But Auburn's certainly going to be right there at the top of the list to go right along with Houston to be talking about challenging Duke.
Raymond, a viewer watching us, says Houston's the number one defensive team in America. Tough to argue with that. What kind of shot do you give them against Duke? Houston, what do you think?
I took Houston to win the national championship. I think that they beat Duke. I mean, I think that it'll
Wow.
really say something when we start talking about Duke. I think it really, really says something if they're able to win a national championship with a team that's predicated so much off of its phenomenal freshmen who have no idea what this big stage is about. I mean, there's a lot of attention, there's a lot more cameras, there's a lot more of everything. And we haven't said that about a team since they did it a decade ago. It's really been that long since we've seen a team between, Jones and Okafor and
Sure.
Winslow and all those guys, Grayson Allen. So, I mean, it can be done again, I guess, but it hasn't been done by anybody. You've only seen two two players, not even two programs, two players that could say that they were one and done in March Madness and has cut down the nets. So just from that standpoint, I do still like Houston. I think this is kind of where the experience plays a part, and they're going to muck it up really good. Now, obviously, they don't have the biggest team in the world, but they play a lot bigger than what they actually are. I like Houston's chances in this one. I'm not going to waver from where I initially had them on my bracket, and that's standing on the ladder with the Sixers in hand on next Monday night.